Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nurfadilah from class PBAB 2020 and my ID number are 204 0012 and 37. Today I want to talk about discourse analysis and English language teaching. The first one, I want to talk about English language teaching. Before we talk more about English language teaching, I want to talk you first is the definition of teaching, right? Because it will help us to understand about English language teaching if we know what is teaching, right? As a teacher, it will help us to by know the definition of teaching. It help us as a teacher. It help us to get the way how to teach actually in a classroom, what we should do in a classroom, right? Okay, the first one I want to talk about what is teaching. We can get the definition about teaching by two ways. The first one is virtual way and the second one is virtual way. The virtual way means that we get the definition of something by using computer, especially using network or internet. For example, we get the definition of teaching by www.collinsdictionary.com. Mention that teaching is the work that a teacher does in helping students to learn, or by www.dictionary.com mention that teaching is act or preparation of person who imparting knowledge or skill. We can open and en.oxforddictionaries.com that mention the definition of teaching is imparting knowledge or instruct someone as to how to do something. So we can conclude that teaching is the act or profession to learn students how to help students to learn about knowledge or skills. By this conclusion, we can say that the definition we get the definition by virtual ways. So the second way is ritual way. The ritual way means that we get the definition by observing, by own experience, to look how the real teacher teach the real classroom, how the teacher activity with their students, how they do in teaching, how they give their students duties or anything. We get that by own experience, by own observing. So what is teaching by virtual ways is that's how teacher do in the classroom, and they use three main stage. The first one is pre-teaching, and the second one is while teaching, and the last is post-teaching. What is pre-teaching? Pre-teaching is about the how we are planning for teaching, how we how the things we do before we teach in a classroom, and how we planning for teaching. And this planning is about how to planning the materials, or and how to teach, like what the method or what the techniques we will use in a classroom to explain or presenting the materials. And in this main stage, in pre-teaching, we can do we can identify two things. The first one is need analysis, and the second one is situational analysis. The need analysis means that before we get to teach in the real classroom, in the real students, when we planning for teaching, the first one we should do is need analysis. We must to do need analysis, what the students need, what the materials they are need, what the method they are need, what the techniques we are like, or anything. And it's about need analysis is about create the syllabus or lesson plan. And the second one is situational analysis. How it means that how the process of identify the best method in the student situation in class, what they need, what they like about the material, about the methods of teaching syllabus, teaching materials. And yeah, I think that's all for pre-teaching, and move to the second one is while teaching. While teaching, it means that we do teach in a classroom, in a real situation. We are real teacher. Is it while teaching? Why with activity? How much time we spend in a classroom in one subject or one materials, how to use the textbook or teaching activity or methodology, how to starting and close the lesson is while teaching. And then the last is what is post teaching. Post teaching is about evaluation, the teaching evaluation of teaching, how to evaluate the outcomes of our teaching, how it refers to how to judgment our students, or our of their materials or our methodology or our techniques is effective in a class or not. Is about it. It is post teaching. Okay, finally we know the teaching, right? So what is English language teaching? So English language teaching is about the process of imparting skills or knowledge of English, whose right, I mean students is not, that English is not the first language of students. And this process we implementation of three main stage right before is pre-teaching, while teaching, and post-teaching. So move to the second our this main topic, yaitu discourse analysis, how the relationship between discourse analysis and English language teaching. So before discourse, the first one I want to talk about discourse analysis. Discourse analysis is analysis about discourse, about how to speak English, how to speak language in the right situation and the right function, not just about form or structure or grammatical, but also about the function. So the relationship between discourse analysis and English language teaching is symbiotic one, right? Is which one will not exist without the others. So English language teaching is not complete, I think, if we don't have learned about discourse analysis, because it's important. For example, we use the right we communicate with someone with the right form, with the right structure, or the right grammatical, but in not right the right situation in a real life. We should know how to speak English in right context, as like how native speakers using English. For example, when you have friends and he is a native speaker, and he asks you what you like to eat, and you answer that everything is okay. Everything is okay is the grammatical is correct, but in the situation, in the context is incorrect, because in native speakers context is not the right answer of their question. You must to answer by maybe no problem, you can buy me any food you want. It's more better you use when you speak with native speaker. That's a little example of the importance of discourse analysis with English language teaching. So everyone, I thank you for watching this video. I hope you understand what I was explained, and see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.